An encampment of thieves have found the princess.
If you didn't want to be thieves, why are you?
We were cast out. Anyway, the best work we could find was thievery.
I'm sorry. I can't imagine that.
Okay, the plan is set in stone. I'll be back for you later.
We should probably get out of here as soon as possible.
It's a draw!
I'll join you.
Good. Good. Now come. We're finished here.
Please, you have to take him.
She is so precious to me.
She is not my
Chrissy, hey! You need to wake up!
Huh?
I'll ask you again. What are you doing here?
Very bold of you to come here alone. Or perhaps the others are hiding around waiting for your signal?
I'm just here to talk. I've come alone.
You expect us to believe that?
Just let me talk to the princess. I'm sure she'll listen to me.
Not after what you did. You're not going anywhere near her.
I doubt Scythe has given up on his search overnight. You have to try better then. I just want to talk, lad. And talking with the princess requires you to make an appointment first. Procedures, you see.
Keep back. We have this handled, princess.
Finally, someone I can actually talk to.
What do you want, Con?
I can explain. Just do me a favor and hear me out.
Even if we were to listen, Lord Jordan's right. How can we trust that you're alone?
Scythe took them, alright. Even Everest. And he destroyed everything. I only barely escaped my life.
What? That still doesn't explain you coming to us.
I told you, I don't go begging to royal stores. And you're not much of a royal now.
Watch what you say, you scum. Don't believe him. He has to be lying.
He's our common enemy. I have some thieves posted in other villages and other kingdoms. I just want my sister back. And my clan. We can join forces. Once I get them back, you won't have to see me again.
We won't see you again, huh?
If you don't go around breaking into my home again, then yeah, you won't see me after we take back what's ours.
So you'll be returning to a life of thievery?
Just 'cause I'm changing sides doesn't mean I'm changing my stripes.
How many? How many are in your organization here in Varadona?
Enough to be a force, but not enough to take on Scythe and his army alone.
Wait, princess, you can't really be considering.
Con, welcome to our party. It's now your duty to aid us in our quest to get my kingdom and your sister back. Lower your weapons.
I don't trust him.
Now, you can thank Her Highness by not attempting to stab any of us in our sleep.
Make yourself useful and help us pack up camp. I'll be watching you, so don't even think of trying anything.
I wouldn't dream of stealing from my new friends.
We are not friends.
It's called a joke.
Hurry up.
I believe the river swept us down.
Down? Where?
I thought we were near Bridgetown, but the landmarks aren't the same.
Bridgetown's north from here. We're going south.
Why couldn't you say that earlier?
I figured a royal guard would know his way around.
Wouldn't you like to find out what I know?
Where are you trying to go?
The quaint town of Crater's Edge.
The little town just off the far deserts?
Yes.
Alright, but that's only a couple miles from Varadona.
And apparently the perfect place to hide since we barely get any visitors.
It's next to a desert. It's tiny. It's not even on the edge of the crater.
I didn't pick the name, I just lord it.
Ooh, you're a lord. So what? Went undercover just for the sake of boredom?
I went undercover for information, which none of you had.
Maybe you weren't asking the right questions.
They bicker way more than a married couple, or even more than Tivona and Iris gossip.
Con, how long will it take to get there?
I'd say a couple days.
Days? I'm already tired.
That can't be right. It only took us half a day's ride.
Well, princess, therein lies the problem. We're walking, not riding. The current took you all downstream a mile or two from the village we picked you up at.
I suggest we make camp for the night then.
Agreed.
Is walking a new thing for y'all? Oh, right. Her Highness is in need of her royal beauty sleep.
Just help us make a fire. May I sit here?
Of course. I always have a seat reserved for my faithful guard. I've been thinking a lot about what you said.
You actually listened to something I said, Princess? To which are you referring to?
About raising up an army. And taking back the kingdom. I think we could do it.
Why is that?
I mean, look at Khan.
I'd rather not, thanks.
You make everything so difficult.
It's not my job to spoil you, Princess.
Anyway, Khan's whole clan was stolen from him, and that made him come to us because he knows he can't defeat Scythe alone. If he can switch up like that, who's to say others won't take our side too?
I don't trust him. He could still turn at any time.
Abel, really. You don't have to keep reminding me. I'm trying to make a plan here.
You can't ever expect your plans to be foolproof, Princess.
What I'm saying is we should find people willing to fight, not just knights and guards.
So, you're suggesting we call help from peasants, farmers, and whatever riffraff we find.
I see it as our only option. Unless you have another plan?
There are some tribes that may be willing to fight against Scythe.
Okay, so you refuse help from our own people, different as they are, and instead want to recruit tribes that want nothing to do with us humans, let alone Varadona.
You need to consider all of your options if you want to make a good plan.
Who did you have in mind, Abel?
Tribes are usually non-negotiable, but we haven't had any trouble from the Fawn tribe. We can try them. But the other tribes, I haven't heard anything of the wolf or elven tribes. No one has for the past 5 years.
Much less whether they care or not. But the Fawn tribe is something to consider. I really do appreciate your ideas, Abel.
It doesn't sound like I've helped at all. You're just right back where you started.
You've given me some things to think about. I just hope it really doesn't come to war.
I'll take watch for a bit. You go ahead and sleep.
I'm not tired. However, clearly you are. Go on to sleep. I'll take the watch. You have my word, I'll wake you when I'm tired.
I'll keep watch of one side of the camp then. Here.
What's this for?
Just in case he gets any stupid ideas. I'll be right here. But in any case, quit arguing and take it.
care if I sit?
As if you wouldn't anyway.
I mean, if you'd rather be on your own, then I'll just sit over there by myself.
Why would I deny Her Highness a seat next to scum? I should be honored, really.
I don't consider you scum.
I see you wasted no time holding one of my thieves hostage.
He was injured. We've just been taking care of him.
Yeah, after you pushed him off a cliff. Better wake up soon.
I never really wanted anyone to get hurt.
So, what do I owe the pleasure? Have something specific you want to say?
No reason. You just looked lonely. It's hard being without your sister, huh? You know, I'd imagine we're feeling about the same way.
I don't know, Your Highness. Do you honestly believe that having your family and your kingdom ripped from you makes us the same?
Yes, I suppose we're feeling about the same.
You're naive. It all really sucks.
Yeah, it does. And I'm sorry for you. Losing your sister and your family. I feel like I'm supposed to be strong for everyone else. I'm supposed to be the one leading everyone down the right path, but I'm just as lost as they are. I'm the princess, yet look where I am.
Words from a thief may not mean much to a princess, but I am sorry. Didn't I just, capture you and almost give you up to Scythe? Wouldn't talking to your fanboy or whoever he is be a better choice?
I don't know. I guess your past just struck a chord with me. Frankly, I loved your honesty.
Oh, a princess tired of nobles and servants kissing up and groveling at their feet?
Yeah, it can be. Finding people who know me as princess but still be honest with me is quite rare. Yet, not impossible. Anyway, thanks for listening. I don't mean to burden you or anything. I'm going to leave you be now. I'm on watch duty for a while if you'd like to go to sleep.
I'll probably stay awake for some time. Princess, hold on for a second.
Hey, that's my mother's dagger.
I had it on me when Scythe, well, you know. I thought I should probably give it back.
A thief giving back what was taken? Wow.
Believe it or not, it's actually not the first time. But I see the one you're carrying, and I figured you're going to get into a fight with someone. May as well be with your own blade, eh?
I suppose. Though I really don't know how to use it. Abel used to show me some things he learned, but I've never had any training.
That needs to change if you're going to lead an army, as you say you will.
Yes, I assume it does. But thank you, Con. This dagger means a lot to me.
Jack. Call me Jack. And if we are going to be traveling together, I can teach you a thing or two about how to handle that dagger. No thief alive would ever steal or kidnap you again, princess.
Hey, they've returned! They're safe!
Oh, thank goodness. I've missed this place so much.
I fail to see why.
Chrissy, Axel, oh, I was so worried. What happened?
We are quite tired from our journey. Please allow us to have a moment to clean ourselves up and have something to drink. One more thing. Please have Tivona take a look at this man.
I I just want to make sure they actually help him. Don't worry, I won't steal or anything.
Please have the elders gather in my house. I need to speak with them. Thank you for meeting with me. I'm sure all of you have quite a few questions as to the goings on, and I'll fill you in on more details later. For now, may I introduce Princess Christina Valentina of Varadona and her personal guard, Abel Moore.
Her Highness, the princess.
She's been here this entire time.
I fully apologize for my secrecy, but I'm sure you're aware of my situation.
Our biggest priority at the moment, aiding the princess in taking back her kingdom, and if we should inform the village.
I say, at the moment, informing the villagers would be too high a risk. Maybe in time. But for now, if Scythe's men would ever come here, who knows what would happen?
The princess merely being here is putting the village at risk. Scythe has already taken out numerous villages in search of her.
No one is denying your point, Merrick. But she is here, and she is looking for help. I say Crater's Edge should be the first line. I propose we give our villagers an option in joining the princess on her quest.
My lord, if I may. The village has been loyal to Varadona for years, and lending our services to the crown would be an honor. But is Her Highness looking to recruit minor villagers for her army? What even makes you think you can take on Scythe? He has unnatural abilities, as well as an army. Your odds are slim to none, Your Highness.
You can't just do nothing. Fighting is our only option. He needs to pay for everything he's done.
I wouldn't want to ask your people to die for me, but Scythe is a tyrant. As Merrick said, he's already destroyed villages. The lives of those villages mean nothing to him. That's why we need to stop him.
Scythe will come to Crater's Edge whether we like it or not. He'll use our people for his own gains. Elders, if Scythe were to be here right now, would you bow down to him and have our people survive but be enslaved? Or join the princess and keep our pride and honor intact?
Forgive my tardiness. I was seeing to the incredibly blue-haired lad you all brought in. I mean, have you seen his hair? Anyways, what have I missed?
Ah, Tivona. We're deciding if the people of Crater's Edge will join the princess in her battle for her kingdom and throne.
Ah, that makes sense.
You're not surprised.
I'm an elf. I know things, including you being a princess.
As we were discussing what is best for the village, Merrick brought up a few good points.
Scythe is obviously more powerful than any of us. He has powers we can't fight against. How can we possibly stand a chance?
I did hear rumours of Scythe using a weapon from an old tale. A weapon with elemental abilities.
Elemental abilities? The only story that comes to mind is the Nine Divine.
So, you think Scythe has powers from children's fairy tales?
The legend of the Nine Divine. It's said that the Nine had relics that gave the wielder divine powers.
Well, if that's the case, then we disarm Scythe of his weapon and destroy it.
Let's say he is using a magic weapon. I suggest we use it against him.
And it won't be an easy feat, Princess. Our mission right now should be recruitment for your army, but we won't remove the possibility. Tivona, can you look more into the Nan? If this is true, we'll need more information.
Of course, it's been a while since I've had a study session.
Right, back to the main focus of this meeting. Elders, your decision.
No. Yes. So we are agreed. Princess, we will keep our identity here in Crater's Edge a secret. For the safety of the village, you will need to move on with your mission.
Hold on. Are you saying no?
It's not a full no, but we do need to discuss this further. We can't give you an answer, but we are willing to do what we can as long as it does not risk the safety of our people, Your Highness. From here, I suggest you head east. There is a chain of villages in that direction. All of them know me and should be trustworthy.
How do we know they haven't been compromised?
There is a gamble. Anywhere you go will have a chance of Scythe's influence. But if you meet with the lords along the east, we at least know they will recognize my name.
I think that's a good plan. It's going to be difficult either way we go. But what do you say, Abel?
I say it's the best option we have.
Alright, then that's decided. I'll give you a portion of my guards. I need the rest here to protect Crater's Edge.
Oh, you cannot come with us, of course.
You have my full support, Princess. But I cannot abandon my people again.
I'm glad Crater's Edge has a man like you, Lord Jordan. Thank you, elders, for hearing me out and for your consideration.
You may stay as long as you'd like, but I'd suggest setting out as soon as possible.
We plan to leave within the next few days.
Of course, I'll have a few guards be prepared for your departure by then, as well as...
My first assignment and for a princess. Aha! I am very excited to be one of your troops, Princess. Your Highness.
I'm very happy to have you, Marawind. But I'm very sorry to have you under these circumstances.
Oh, she's been waiting so long for an opportunity such as this. You kids get all the fun.
Will you not be joining us?
I need to stay and take care of the village here. I'm teaching some to take over if I were to leave, but right now they will have a goofy elf hanging over their shoulders.
You're not that goofy, Mother. Just sometimes.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You can interrupt me anytime, handsome.
Thank you, but
I take back what I said about you being goofy. Hi, I'm Marawind, and you're the guy I knocked down and arrested. You're Abel?
You just got lucky. I was merely distracted.
Hey, you may be a royal guard, but I could take you. And I wasn't lucky. You were just careless.
Hey there. Hi, I'm Tivona, her mother. We briefly met earlier. I'm sorry for teasing you. But I couldn't help it.
No need to apologize.
Alrighty then, I won't. Now, I know you kids have had a long day, but Lord Jordan and I believe that you should all know a little bit about the Nine Divine.
Are we still on this? I bet it's just propaganda. Stuff pulled from nothing meant to scare the ignorant.
Even so, don't you think we should at least have the information?
The Nine Divine was to be lost as something of fairy tales. But I can assure you, the powers existed. And we better hope that scythe doesn't even have one of them.
Mother, you're saying the stories you told me as a kid are all real?
Mainly the ones of the Nine Divine. I will tell you an old version of the Nine's Rise.
Maybe having some alone time will teach you some manners.
My tribe will come for me.
You're from the Fawn tribe, right? If you come from that beastly tribe, well, I'm not very worried.
You should be. They've been building an army for years. Bigger than anything that you mere humans have, wretch.
It seems though you're quite behind on your fawn lore.
The Fawn tribe doesn't consider themselves higher than humans anymore. Those ideals were from previous leaders. Since then, they found that fawns are merely humans with animal instincts and fleas.
What?
You're not from the Fawn tribe. You're just probably a kid who reads too many books. Maybe even an outcast from a family of fawns. Aw, how sad. Wow, you've been here so long I nearly forgot about you both. But don't worry, when Scythe returns, the royal family will be back together.
What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly how it sounds. The Thieves' colony has captured your little princess.
What?
Scythe should have arrived by now. He may even be on his way back. So much for your efforts, whatever they may have been.
You're lying.
Elaine.
Oh, how interesting. I'm not afraid, Your Majesty, but since you're so fiery, I'll let Scythe know you want to speak with him on the matter.
You—
Allah! It's not worth it.
If it was any consolation, your behavior was expected. We know all about you, Elaine, and it won't be long until we see you again. Bye-bye now.
Collin, do you believe it to be true?
We can't be sure. We have to wait it out.
But if he has her, who knows what he'll do next? And surely they know by now. Even after all of my training, I'm still just as weak as I was.
My dear, no amount of training could have prepared you for all of this.
Your eyes, they lit up. You're it, aren't you? You're a descendant of the Nine Divine.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's true, why don't you just get out of here? Surely you're powerful enough to do so.
I was trained to never use what I've been given for any purpose.
What? That makes no sense. The legends, the stories. Why don't you—
Because I just can't!
No wonder this kingdom fell in Scythe's hands so easily.
Don't listen to him. It'll be all right. Allah, I promise.
I just can't.